Everybody, how you doing? How you all know that I was coming on? I saw y'all waiting. What's going on? Thank you so much for joining the Queen in the High 10. Thank you for my new viewers, my new subscribers. You all have put a queen on, at least 200 plus subscribers in 1 week. Thank you. God is good. I guess you see the title. I would like to speak about the missing boys out of California City and who are the fathers of these children, the biological fathers of these children, and why haven't they spoken publicly? I'm very curious to know why these men have not spoken publicly. And I also like to know what is truth and what is fiction pertaining to the different rumors that they gave up their parental rights pertaining to the children. I think most of us would like to know if it is true or not. There are lots of rumors still circulating pertaining to the caretakers of the said children, all type of things going on pertaining to the case itself. And right now, I think it's sad that there are no receipts to anything. Everything is he said, she said. They did this, they did this. So why haven't the fathers spoken? I really would like to know why they have not said anything pertaining to the children. It would be nice to know something about these biological fathers, and if it is true that they gave up their rights. I think most of us would like to know, perhaps, why. Is it true that you different fellas gave up your rights, and why did you give up your rights? Was it hardship, or what was going on with you guys at the time? When were you notified by CPS about possibly taking custodial uh, rights of the children? And I think most of us would like to know something, because we're not really getting much from the biological mother. It's, as a timeline of how all these shenanigans went down with the children being out of her care. And I don't expect that she'll probably speak to anyone publicly about the said situation pertaining to her dealings with CPS. So one would have to ask, where are the fathers and what do they have to say about their children? I'm also curious, do they have other children? Do they have other biological children out there? Do they see those kids? Do they talk to those kids? And how do they feel about these children being in the custody of these people who then ended up adopting them, and now those said children are missing? Hello, Candy Lee. How are you? Good to hear from you. Mary Blue, Mary Blue. Hello, everybody. Jenny's Cuddles and Kisses. The news as said they wanted to stay nameless. Okay. I don't think I saw that, because if I did, I would have never. I still would have been curious, even if I had seen that. I've got 14 in the chat. 6 thumbs up. Super Chatter Queen if you can. All donations made to the channel of $ Big Angie 129. And as you know, you are welcome to join in and weigh in on the conversation through IG at Big Sexy 71. Thanks a lot. Hi Marie. How you doing, baby? Good to see you. Thanks. Thank you so much. I'm sure you all have been watching a lot of other tubers and information circulating pertaining to loans and Venmo and the person who allegedly moved them into the house, who he saw, didn't see in the yard. Hello, everybody. A lot of he said, she said. Still talking about garages and this and that, and I'm thinking to myself, you all know the dog's been on the property. Come on now. But I'm just curious. Where are these dads at? I'd like to know. What are they thinking right now? Would they like to speak publicly, or are they just worried about, catching flack for not being available to the children? Or were they even notified properly? Because like I said, nothing is said in stone pertaining to this case, because we're only hearing he said, she said. So we don't really know. We don't have verification that the state took anybody's rights from the fathers. I don't know, because I don't have a receipt. So I'm just curious. I want to send you a picture of a comment from the previous foster mom. Well, Jenny, send it through IG. Big Sexy 71. Just send me a message. Yvette, how you doing? Thank you, honey. Thank you. Diana, I heard that. That's why I said a lot of rumors I heard today through YouTube that they're in Florida. I've heard all that. I've been hearing ugly stuff about that Mr. Garcia man trying to help and the sheriff threatening him allegedly, which makes no sense. Why would they be threatening him? Hello, Joelle. How you doing? Thank you all. Thank you all. Thank you all. Hello, Miss Lady. KK. Thank you. Thank you so much. 19 in the room. 11 thumbs up. If you want to call in and weigh in on the subject matter at hand of the biological fathers of the children, where are they? Who are they? Why haven't they spoken publicly? I mean, I understand a lot of people don't like their business on Front Street or anything pertaining to the decisions that they've made. You know, they may feel some type of way like, well, I don't want to talk about that subject matter. Woo, woo, woo. Marie said, I hear you too. Giselle, friend said, only 4 kids. Yes, I was hearing about something about that earlier. I didn't watch all of that video that one lady uploaded. I kind of was just like, came in on the one lady late when I went on her live earlier this evening. But I was curious about the boarded house because she says that the lady who worked with him on the loans or whatever is the one that recommended someone, a handyman, to board the house out, board the house up. But yet another YouTuber that we all know said the police boarded up the house. So see, what is the truth? Okay. Yeah. Hi, Cherie. How are you doing, darling? How you doing out there on the West Coast? I don't see it. Okay, baby, that's good. Oh, Jen, is this you? Okay. I'm trying to blow it up. Oh, okay, I got it. Okay, I'm going to read you the comment that was sent to me. And this person whose Facebook post is a Latoya Low Tolerance Spree. Facts 100, 100, 100. I had the boys for over a year, and when they realized that me, Ryan, and Dad had built a bond with one another, it seems like it added more fuel to the fire. I tried suing the county, and first of all, no one would even hear my story. Nobody would pick up my case. Then I finally found a lawyer that specialized in CPS, and I was told if I kept pursuing it, I could be looked at as being aggressive. That they wouldn't even let me see the boys. And after a year to shut me up, they told me they were being adopted on 2 weeks, and there was nothing I could do. And that also was a lie. They were not adopted till 2019, and I found this out on the day of the disappearance. So this is by Latoya Low Tolerance Spry, yes. So she's saying she had the boys for a year. And then they realized, I don't know what happened. This device has a better picture, but it's like it don't want to hold. I hope I don't have to jump off and jump on another one because this is. I see. It seems like every time we talk about this stuff, something goes terribly wrong with my devices. I don't know. Anytime I talk about this stuff, I don't understand who is she talking about when she says when they realized that me, Ryan, and Dad had built a bond with one another. It seems like it added more fuel to the fire. Who's the dad they're speaking of? I'm confused. Who's dad? I don't understand. She's talking about three people in this conversation. Me, Ryan, and Dad had built a bond. What dad are we speaking of? The biological? I mean, this adoptive father? Because why would all three of them need to have a bond with one another? Because that makes no sense. If they're with you, I don't understand. Ryan Dean's dad? I don't know. This don't make sense to me. Sounds like people got bullied into stuff. I don't know because I don't understand the context of the I don't understand the context of the sentence. Her cousin. Well, she's saying I had the boys for over a year, and when they realized, and I'm assuming she means they as in CPS, realized that me, Ryan, and Dad had built a bond with one another, that don't make any sense. Because that shouldn't be the adoptive parents. I don't know. Maybe that's what she's speaking of. But then why would she sue them if she didn't have the kids? That don't make sense. I can only see if you sue them if you had them and then they took them away from you to then go to the West family. Because remember they said something about they left this lady's house or something and went to the West family. I don't know. I'm tired of these. I don't want time for this. I'm tired of hearing this stuff. Well, Jenny, what I'm saying is, who's the dad she's speaking of? Why would there be a bond? Why is she trying to bond with these people if they took the kids away from her? I don't understand. Hey, Lady Chi Chi. Biology, mom's family. I don't know. I'm really tired of trying to figure out what anybody's been saying. Haven't y'all figured that out? I can't do this. I can't try to figure out who meant what. I mean, I'm confused as the dickens. I don't understand what's going on. Hey, Marie, how you doing? Hello, Sparkle. 41 in the room, 22 thumbs up. I don't know what's going on. If one of you want to call in and weigh in on the subject matter, Marie, basically, yes, another tweet. I don't know. This now y'all see why I tell you why it's not good to text stuff, because you don't understand the text, and then you don't even understand the message that they're trying to bring about. I don't know. Who done sent a comment? What do they? What are you doing to my email? Oh, that's YouTube sending me an email about letting me know I'm on. Good Lord. I don't know. I didn't see that video with Ann. Interesting video info. Okay, it's like making a rope full of twists. I look. I guess I don't really understand what's going on with anything. But like I said, it would be nice to hear from the biological fathers. It'd be nice to hear, their input on what they think has happened to their children. I mean, if they care. I mean, I guess I should be asking that. Do they even care? Maybe that's what I should have changed the title. Try to be respectful. But hell, do they care? Because I just think it's interesting. Nobody wants to talk to the news. Nobody wants to give a statement to the news about anything. I think she's saying that she fostered the children herself and her husband and the kid's dad. Wait a minute. Her and the kid's dad was building a bond. They removed the children. Hey, Patty, how you doing? Yeah, Cynthia, I've heard all that. See, that's what I've been trying to explain to you all. And that's what me and another YouTuber was talking about this evening in a text. That everything you're hearing is hearsay. There's not a receipt to anything. There's no receipt to nothing about what the bio mom has said. There's no receipt to anything pertaining to if the fathers gave up their rights. That's somebody else saying it. And then when you go ask somebody, well, where'd you hear it? What are you gonna tell me? Oh, I heard it from somebody. Well, that's not telling me if it's true or not. I mean, ain't y'all to figure that out? Everything we've been hearing is hearsay. Everything. From who boarded up the house. I see I'm having problems. I'm buffering. I know this. I'm probably gonna have to end this because this is not working out. This one here. This is not working out. And of course it wouldn't work out when you're talking about foolishness. Yeah, that's it, Flouncy. Going around in circles. Need more updates. Yeah, that's exactly what the problem is. It's just I don't know what to say. Reboot. I don't know. This one is having a problem with storage for some reason, and it's not nothing really on here because I have erased everything I could think to pull off of it. So yeah, that's what I'm saying. The video quality is good. The picture qualities are great, but it's something with the storage for some reason. I don't know. Because I've erased, like, oh my God, a lot of photos in the past couple weeks trying to get it out of here. And it's still, even when I upload a video, I can't go about 12, 13 minutes in, it cuts off for some reason. It's very weird. And I know I'm not going to be able to go all night like this with it blanking out. I understand that, but the fact that they haven't come forward, it may be truth to that. Well, yeah, I don't know. I just asked the question. My thing is a person always has the right to change his or her mind. You may put on blue shoes today, but then tomorrow you might want to say, well, I like to wear some black shoes. I'm just saying. A person can change their mind about, whatever decision they made allegedly. If they did give up their rights, who's to say that they don't have regrets? Lady Chi Chi, how would I know that? How in the world would I know if they in Florida? The father paid to have the house boarded. Yeah, I heard all of that, Sparkle. That's why I'm saying everything is hearsay. Once again, you don't know what is truth because remember a certain person on another channel just said the police boarded up the house. Now I went because one of you sent me a message saying, go, up, watch this video. And I watched the young lady's commentary. And then she's saying, the lady who dealt with Mr. Trezell is the one who recommended a handyman for him to board up the house. So I don't know. I just think it's odd that it's two different stories in 48 hours. It's just odd to me. Very, very odd to me. Saying a different account on the purchase of the home. It's all too much, nothing. Black and white. What do you mean? Another video saying a different account on the purchase of the home. Oh yeah. I figured some of you all was in the chat watching. Right, Sparkle. We need proof. But look, good luck with that, huh? Good luck with getting anything pertaining to this story. Trezell and the handyman. Oh, okay. It's on her community post. Okay. And he's probably not going to be very happy with that, knowing that lady has opened her mouth and told his personal conversations with her. I'm sure he's not going to like that at all. That's why Cal City Police should take proper action and take action on what they have there. Should be enough evidence so they can be arrested for lying on the interview. Polygraph could end all this. Well, I don't know what's the truth. I don't know what's the issue with that Mr. Garcia, the private investigation. Hi, Monica. How you doing, baby? I don't know what's the truth about that. Why they're bothering that PI, if that is true. Why are you worried about what he's looking for? I mean, that's his line of business. If he wants to go trading around looking for whatever, that's his business. How's he hindering anything? Is it true? The information that he got, we don't know. Did a lady see the kids with somebody else in another city? I don't know. Did she call the police? I don't know. I think he said she did, but she never heard back from them. But then I think the chief said they ain't heard anything about no children with some adults. See, you just don't know nothing. I don't know what's going on. She says they are incompetent. Wow, Cherie. Cherie don't like Cal City Police. I think y'all done figured that out already in the chat. 59 in the room, 33 thumbs up. Well, I don't know what's going on. I look, I just open my eyes and look at my devices to see what y'all done sent and who uploaded a video pertaining to the story. But nobody really has any new information. That's the only thing I've heard today pertaining to this storyline is boarding up of houses, signing for loans through Venmo and this and that. Stuff that don't make no sense. Hello, Pretty K. How you doing? Yes, this case is very crazy. Well, that's what happens when you don't get information from the police and the FBI. You will start to assume. You assume stuff from the moment the person comes forward and say, such and such is missing, or such and such died or was murdered. You start looking at everything the person is saying that's involved or delivering the message. And you just start assuming stuff by the way they look, the way they talk, how they dress, their hair, how they were living. And then all it takes is for somebody to come forward and start saying, girl, let me tell you about Pookie, Ray Ray, Susie Mae. Oh, now it's on and popping. Well, possibly, because they do have some unsolved cases there in California and Cali City. likes with the number of viewers. Well, you know how that goes. 36. Well, you know, sometimes people like to come in and hear what you're talking about first before they hit the like button. I can respect that because there's times I go into videos on YouTube, I don't hit the like button because I don't know what they're talking about. I want to hear what they're saying first, so I won't get mad at that. Sometimes a factory reset will fix the memory glitch. Yeah, I'm going to have to do something because it's like there's nothing in here. That's like, I'm serious, it's like nothing. And with a few apps, so I don't know. Bio dad told the lady he was buying. Okay. Only God will know what really went down. Looky did it, laugh out loud. 8 cold cases right now. I like you and your opinions. Well, thank you, sweet Mountain Lotus. Nothing but he say, she say. No proof of anything. I couldn't really see the video, everyone. Well, a lot of people talking about that. Some guy responded to me on another person's YouTube channel about that. He's like, I can't even see the video very well. I thought, well, you know what? Like I said, everything's up for interpretation. But one thing we do know, and I said this to a viewer today, if we never got that video footage, I still would think they were suspect just because they never gave new photos of the children to law enforcement. So I didn't have to have the video. The video helps seals my opinion more of them, a negative opinion of them. But even without it, I still think they are suspect because they don't have new photos. That they didn't give new photos to the police. Why would you not give new photos? Those are your children. It makes no sense. Sherry says emotionless. Who would buy a house without proof of income? I didn't know you could buy. You can buy a house, baby. It's not like you renting from somebody or you going through a regular rental process. Yeah, you can buy a house without income. If you're buying the house, that means you have the money to buy. Unless you're not trying to put all cash down. Now, if you're doing part cash, part wanting a loan from the bank, yeah, you got to show income because you got to prove to these people you can pay their money to them, to the bank. But if you're paying straight cash out your pocket, it don't matter who you are. They will open their hands and receive your check. Yes, they will. Someone is going to be held accountable for these children soon. The other children know. Yeah, I was thinking about that too, Patty. I was thinking about that today. No matter what, in the end, they've talked to those kids. Hello, JLM56. Maybe more people are involved, and also those babies probably never made it there. Well, you know what? You know what would be the surprising thing is if they did make it there, because we've been assuming they haven't, because they haven't uploaded new photos and nobody's seen the children. It's already obvious that they let their children stay inside. They made their children stay inside. So it wouldn't have mattered if they didn't have any adopted children or not. I think it would have been the same rule for the 2 biological children. They would have made them stay inside because they've got some funny ways and disposition. So I don't think it would have mattered how many kids they have. They did what they wanted to do with their kids. The relative who was with the NAACP has slowed the police down. Why you say that, Lisa? Video first seller now. Let them $5,000 and mention only having 4 kids. Yeah, well, friend, I mean, take pictures of their kids. Well, you won't take pictures if you don't care for your kids, and one, you don't have your kids. That's what's been the problem. I don't think they've had their children. So you can't take pictures of somebody that's not there. Yes, they were homeschooled. I saw that. And that was another thing I put in my article, or I read about adoption, and I brought you that said information the other day. They say majority of people who adopt children, hello, Dime Dozen, majority of people who adopt children homeschool their kids, which I find very interesting. Why is it that they would only homeschool adoptive children, I guess said children? That's very strange to me. But they said it's a high percentage. Hello, Marshall. How you doing? I tried calling you back, Marshall. I think that's really weird that is that was said in an article that a lot of adoptive children, high percentages are homeschooled. So one could say, you're homeschooling them, so what? You can do what you want to them, mistreat them. Nobody's going to complain. Nobody's going to call you to school to say they see bruises, unkempt hair, they smell, they're not eating, they don't look right, they're sickly. You understand what I'm saying? Of course, you can do your own kids like that. It doesn't even have to be adopted children because you see people abuse children every day, whether they're their own or not. Hello, Mr. Marshall. Okay, the House of Horrors, parents being controlling whatnot. Yeah, well, you have some cruel people out here who just don't need to be kids. I mean, need to be, excuse me, parents. They just don't have, what it takes. And that's the thing about parenting. You're not going to know if you're cut out for it until you actually do it. It's just like any job. Because some people say, well, don't call it a job. Well, everyone's got their opinion of how you want to work being a parent. But you're not going to know if you're cut out for it until you get into that position. Oh, because bio parents steal them back while they homeschool. Yeah, but Kenny, if you don't have an open adoption, they're not going to know where the kids are. Your kids could go to 2 states over once they're given up for adoption. Each child is different and one will break. Looks like them folks are serial foster parents. It's not funny, but it's true. It ain't no telling. Okay, I need to share something with you guys in the chat. Since we've been talking about hypotheses and all type of crazy situations pertaining to these children, this information came to me from California today. Oh, Lord. Drum roll. Someone says somebody was coming out of that house with long hair as a child. I don't think y'all heard me. Did you follow that? Someone told me that one of the children that came out of the group of kids on the video had long hair. Kenny, I have no idea. That came to me via California today. Oh, Monica. Quit, Monica. You made me think YouTube flagging me with that big old red head up there. You so crazy. Okay, it's Boy Radar Gaming. Why you say yep? They had a girl? I don't know. That's what was told to me. Whoever is, I can't say where it come from, but it's whoever has access to the video footage. Said there was hair swinging. And all the boys have short hair. I'm assuming, unless they've let the boys grow their hair out. Of course, we don't know. We haven't seen any photos. There's only one photo that was uploaded to the uncle's page, and that was a year ago. And I doubt that the boys' hair would be long from a short haircut from really a little over a year ago. December 1, 19. We just came out of December 2020. So that'd be a whole 12 months. I don't know. Of course, I know men hair, boys' hair grow fast, but Lord Jesus help us. Trafficking? Don't get me to line. That was just something someone repeated to me. I do not know if it's truth or fiction. Whew. God, when I heard that today, I thought, man, what else is going to jump out the bag pertaining to this case? Marshall, after I finish my oatmeal, I'll call you. Oh my God. You say, man, you trying to act like you old. That don't start no mess. They doing too much. Yeah, just blessed they are. They're doing a whole lot. I got 77 in the chat, 45 thumbs up. Thank you so much. Thought they can't have any kids right now. This was when the children were seen on the video, Monica. Cat chased the mice. Dear God, y'all, stop it. I can't. What's that supposed to mean, Diana? It's scary for them to have boys, but it's even scarier to having girls. Well, don't you find that odd? Don't you find that odd they only had boys? Don't you think the mother would have asked CPS, hey, if you got some girls that need a placement, we'd be glad to take some girls in as well. Just saying. 2 white vans? I don't know, Kenny. I have no idea. See, that's what I'm saying, Kenny. We don't know what's truth or not. We don't know. Okay, wife don't want competition. Uh 56, that does not sound good. A mother don't want to compete with a child, a girl child. That sounds very wicked. But you do have women who are overprotective of their men, and they have that type of sickness in them that they wouldn't want even a girl child to be in the company or peripheral of their man. I know that sounds very sick and morbid, but you do have some weird people out here. The grandmother went on vacation. Okay, Pretty K, where's the receipt to that? Lord, I heard she was pregnant. Just blessed. Well, just blessed. That's funny you should mention that because Miss Marie from New Zealand, if I'm not mistaken, had already claimed that days ago that she thought she was pregnant because of the way she was rubbing her stomach. I didn't pay attention to that in the video, so I can't say, Lord Jesus, I can't. Let me catch up on y'all comments. Oh, Lisa said her mom was like that. Okay, sick-minded people, mama's boy. Here at the YMCA, no camera or outsiders are allowed when foster kids are present in open public swimming session. Okay, if you go back to the neighbor's video, I'd say it looks like one had long black hair. Who had long black hair? Eva, who you talking about? Who had long black hair? A lot of folks saying she pregnant motive. Okay, so she's pregnant. What does that have to do with the two boys missing? Well, Monica, we know. One of the children, Eva. I don't know. I don't know anything about her being pregnant. I don't know anything about them being in Florida. I don't know anything about them being in protective custody. I don't know anything. Hell, we don't even know who boarded the damn house up. She ate them. Kenny Knackers. Now, that's not nice. That's not nice. Cherie, you're out there with them feelings. I don't know how you live out there. Good God Almighty. They give California a bad name. Jesus wept. You all right, Kenny? When they load them in the van. Yeah. That's when someone is saying that they saw one of them had long hair, a child had long hair, was when they were loading them in the van. So that means this is somebody who saw them on the video. So, if it's wrong, somebody put it out there. Well, Lady Chi Chi, I know. We're not hearing from anybody. Okay, Natural Resources, send it through the IG. Patty? I don't know, Patty. Satanism. Well, I heard that too. He might be in the occult. That was mentioned as well. I don't know. Two people have mentioned that. These just some strange ducks that were raising these kids. I wouldn't want to be their biological parents. You know, our focus right now is just the missing kids, but you forget they still had two other boys in their custody that were adopted, and then they had their own biological children. They didn't need any kids. Okay, Potomac Street, then to the other apartments. Pretty thought it was Cal City boarded up the home. Well, 56, that's what was said by the other YouTuber guy, remember? And now this girl is saying otherwise. That she talked to the lady who's friends with him, that was doing the business with him. And she recommended a handyman for Trezell to board up the house. So I don't know what's the truth. See, you don't know with these people. You don't know anything with these people. AB News said Cal City. Wow. Yep. I didn't want to say his name out, but you know, he did say that. So, I keep telling you, you don't know what to believe pertaining to these people. Hell, we don't know. They might have body doubles. Invasion of the body snatchers. How the hell I know? I don't know. I don't know. I grew up in Cali and have a lot of could tell. It's a wild, wild west, Queen. I'm sure. Hold on a minute, you guys. Oh, I thought somebody was sending me something. Okay. Anybody want to weigh in? I'm already 35 minutes out. Doppelganger. Yes, that was the word I used the other day. Because this is a very odd case. A lot of he said, she said. Something's not adding up. AB News states the Cal City Police Department boarding up due to vandalism. Well, that lady on another channel is saying no. So who's telling the truth? That's why I say it. I don't know. Hold on. Let me see who this is. Trying to send me some YouTube video. Godly.
It's Emma with the crime update.
It's odd we don't know who the real Trezell is. Pretty K, that's true.
To do with the Owen and Orson case. And
Thanks for the video. I saw this clip earlier. And that's a side view of him in that car. His face is awfully sharp.
And she was actually talking to the lady that helped Trezell and Jackie with the move across to Kansas
Oh,
City.
I didn't know. Marshall, I didn't see that you were calling.
Friendship.
It didn't ring. You're not answering. Marshall, I'm calling you. Good God. 94 in the room, 53 thumbs up. Marshall, you're not answering. Y'all do this every time. It's time to go on here. Y'all don't answer. So I don't know. Oh, yeah, it's a sharp. He got a sharp face. If you see that jawline in that video, that side photo of him, the house should have never been just open like that for anybody to just walk up. Well, you know, you're not knowing who's going to do what to a house, so, you know. I thought you just said you were calling. Lord Jesus. This is every night. I don't get it. Hello, Miss Angels. How you doing? Thanks for joining us. If they don't have no kids, no money, they be with family. Yeah, Marie, yeah. Okay, together. Don't worry about it. Bio fathers is a good question. Only hope is to got custody just to give them back to the bio father. I don't know, Kenny. I just think it's interesting that we haven't heard from them. The bio mothers only talked maybe 2 or 3 times to the news people. And hello, Sherry. And you don't hear anything about the bio fathers, who they are, what actually happened with them and the mother. Did they even know that she was, they were the father of the children? So you have to ask all those type of questions because you don't know. And if a person is not willing to divulge that type of information, you don't know what is the truth, what are the circumstances pertaining. And that's why we're going to ask those questions, because we have 2 missing kids. I don't know. I mean, this is what I keep saying to you all. You don't know what somebody told CPS. A woman can have a baby and not tell CPS who the father is. That's her choice if she wants to divulge who the father is. Do we even know that she told CPS who the fathers of her children are? It has been said the children don't even have the same father. So we do not know what Ryan Dean told CPS. You don't have to tell who your baby daddy is. No father on birth certificate. It happens. Well, it happens every day. Some of the men don't want to claim the children. Most states now make you, put a father's name down there if you can, but he has to consent to say that he's the father. So you can't just wake up and say, Pookie Jones is the father, Pookie Jones has to consent that he's the father in order to put the name on the birth certificate in most states now. There's no more just you naming a guy as the dad. Yeah, together. That's the only way, baby. I'm not doing Messenger. Sorry. If other ladies don't want the fathers to know. Well, that's what I'm saying, Kenny. It can go 1,000 ways. And with this story, you don't know. You know Scotty Drippin'. Okay, Scotty Drippin'. Well, everybody knows I use Pookie and Ray Ray in my stories. You know, I could say Bob and John, you know, if you don't want Bob Jones to know he's the father, or you don't remember who's the father, or let's say you had multiple partners and you don't really know, and you really don't want to go through the court system of bringing all these people, you just say, that's okay. I won't say anything. Hold on 1 second. Hold on, you guys. Hold on. Turn your playback down, babe. Hello?
Yeah, it's me.
Okay. Welcome to the chat. This is Marshall from Maryland, everybody.
Let me cut this speaker down.
I told you you can't play that. It'll echo back.
Yeah.
Thanks for joining us.
How is everyone? No problem. How is everyone?
I'm pretty good. So,
That's good.
tell us what you think about my title.
You're what now?
The title of my video. What do you think about the biological fathers? Did you want to talk about something else? I'm confused.
No, because I haven't even gotten into that part of it. You know, as far as the biological fathers are concerned.
Well, that's the title. Well, that's the title of my video, sweetheart.
Have they come out yet to say anything?
Marshall, that's what I'm asking on the video. That's the title of the video. What do you think? Who do you think they are, and why haven't they spoken up? That's the title of my video.
Oh, okay, I see. Why haven't missing brothers, bio fathers spoken publicly? That I don't know, and that's a warrior. How do you say that word? A warrior something that they haven't spoken up. You know, it's
okay, Kitty.
That is strange. That is strange, though.
That they haven't spoken up.
Forward to say anything.
Okay, so you're saying it's strange that they haven't spoken up about their children?
Yeah.
Do you think you know why they haven't spoken up?
Afraid, or maybe they're just deadbeat dads.
Okay.
I don't know.
Okay. Do you think they'll ever talk to anybody about being the father of those children and what has transpired with this West family?
They may, but I doubt it.
Okay.
You know, because I think there may be some fear in their hearts.
Okay.
You know, but matter of fact, before I started eating my oatmeal mist,
oh God,
I and drinking my apple juice.
Kenny, I want you to call me after Marshall gets off, and you can give your weigh in on the comment that you just made about your children's situation, so we can get a male's point of view of a male who raised children. That would be nice to hear a man give his commentary about raising kids and whatever he went through. So if you don't mind, you can contact me on IG, BigSexy71, and I will let you speak and give your commentary if you don't mind. Go ahead, Marshall.
Yeah, I think, like I said, either they don't care, or if they do care, I don't know why they are afraid of coming out and speaking about it.
Okay.
You know, that's my thought about those, you know, the fathers, the biological fathers.
Okay. Anything else?
You know, I mean, because if they had any heart,
Mm-hmm.
you know, they would have been out there already.
Okay.
Even when the thing first started out.
Right, when they
would
knew
have been out there.
when they knew they were the father before they got out of the
Yeah.
custody. I got you.
Right. So on that note, you know, because that's the only thing I can say about them.
Okay. Anything else you want to elaborate on?
No, not at this time. Because matter of fact, I just turned you back on.
Okay.
Because I didn't know you were coming back on live. But that's okay, you know. But
What you mean
I'm
tonight?
going to sit back and just listen and look at everybody. You know, look at the.
What do you mean you didn't know I was? What do you mean you didn't know I was coming back on? What you mean for today?
Yeah. Well, yeah.
Well, I didn't know I was coming on either, but I just decided let's address the father situation. We've been talking about the baby mother, the biological mother. We've talked about the West Clan and the brother in Washington D.C. and all them shenanigans. I thought, why not put them in the mix? They also should have 5 minutes of fame on YouTube because why not? She didn't make the kids by herself, Ryan Dean. So why not address the situation pertaining to the baby fathers?
That's true. And whoever had mentioned that, why didn't adoptive mother adopt the girl?
Yeah, I said something about that myself.
That was strange too.
Okay, yeah, a woman not wanting a girl in her house, that's very weird.
Yeah, it is. It is. So that's saying a lot. That is saying a lot.
Yeah, saying a whole lot. So what do you think? So what do you think why she wouldn't want girl children?
See, that's a question I would have to give some thought to.
Really. Marshall, you got to think about everything, and you just can't, at the top of your head, think of nothing. Golly.
No, because my mind is just turning, you know, about from here to there and there to here.
Nicolette said she never wanted a girl. It's a lot. Well, Nicolette, you know, I thought about that too. You know, I never said it off my tongue, but some women I've heard say they like, you know, raising boys because they're easier to maintain. But I just would think a woman would want a girl at some point, especially if you've had, let's say, 2 boys, 3 boys. Seem like at some point you'd be praying, rolling the dice. God, please bless me with a baby girl.
Well, yeah, you're right about that.
But you know, everybody's different.
You know, they can have their girl
together. Said no, not me. I guess I don't know.
Dressing her up and you know.
Oh yeah, right. In pretty clothes and hair bows and all that, right. Yeah, my thing is they all can be a burden in the end. How about that?
Yeah.
You get a boy. What if you get you a trifling son that stays in trouble all the time, and he's out here sleeping with everything under the sun and making babies? You forget all about how easy it was to raise them until that point.
Yeah, because matter of fact, I have one child, which is a girl.
Oh, okay.
You know, I wish I did have a boy, but
okay.
I'm happy.
Okay.
I'm happy. You know, I learned how to dress her. I learned how to fix her hair and all of that kind of stuff. So
okay.
I'm good.
Okay.
I'm good. Yeah.
Okay.
But,
well, thank you for tuning in with us.
Well, thank you. And if something else pops up,
yeah. You can message me or whatever. Let me know. Okay, sweetheart. Have a wonderful night, Mr. Marshall. Okay, thank you.
Okay, thank you.
You're welcome, sweetheart. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
Let's see if I can cut this thing off. This one looks different on this side. Okay, I got it. That was Marshall from Maryland. I was wild as a child, didn't want a daughter like me. Okay, Nicolette, I'm a boys type of mother, and I thank God I taught my boys to respect women. Okay? So everybody's testifying in the court. I'm a boys type of mother, and I thank God I taught my boys. Okay, I have 3 girls and 4 boys. Woo, Jenny, wow. 3 girls and 4 boys. Your hands are full. Has anyone talked to the other 4 children? Why do they think missing boys are so close to where they live? Are there 4,000 abandoned mines in Kern County alone? Good place to dump bodies. Christina Allagood. Okay, well, I mean, the desert's just a good place, period. Kind of like the ocean, kind of like the mountains. It's all the same. It's all the same. If you want to get rid of somebody, trust me, it is not going to matter where you are. You're going to get rid of them if that's, your motivation. And that's what's so sad about the situation is that these kids are like they were ghosts. There's nobody to testify when they last saw them, what they were wearing, their attitude, their disposition, if that one child's leg had healed properly. It's just nothing. It's as if they never existed. And that's what's bothering the hell out of me is that nobody is coming forward to say, I last saw that child on this day, this child. There's nothing. So to me, it's as if this is a made up story. Like fake news. Those who love to say that, fake news. That's almost like how this story, this case feels like it's a fake story that these kids never existed. If it wasn't for Ryan Dean, I'm going to tell you the truth. I wouldn't even know that these children existed. I'm just going to tell you the truth. Well, we heard about that comment about they're around here. Well, this is what you always have to remember about people who are guilty in a crime. They speak in the tense that they were in with the victim. That's why he used the word rambunctious on the news, because that's what he felt of the kids, how he felt about the children. Saying they're around here may be to throw you all off, police, detectives, so you don't look elsewhere where they came from. Who's to say? We don't know. You cannot claim a body with the insurance policy, Miss Monica. You got to have a body, baby, to get the insurance money. And that autopsy is going to have to pass go. They got them when they were so young, they could have molded them better than their own children. And Sweet Mountain, I'm so glad you made a comment about that. If it was an issue that where they got sick of the boys because of their attitudes or how they behave, my thing is you got those babies young, so you should have been able to mold their attitude, their disposition, because you got them young. 3 and 4 is still young. So if you got them 2.5 years ago, they were babies. So, they can't ever argue in court, oh, they was too much to handle. One thing led to another. I did this, she did this, and come on now. Those are still puppies, 3 and 4. And if you got them at 3 and 1, this is crazy to me. 2 and a baby, however you want to word it. No. You still could form their identities because you got them young when they couldn't talk. So how you treated them, that's the issue. How did you treat them? Because we'll probably never hear the truth about how they treated those kids. And as far as them going to Florida, let me tell you this. California is one of the most expensive states in the Union. One of the richest states in the Union besides the state of Connecticut. Florida is a very expensive state. So I don't know what they think they're going to go do down in Florida without a job, without resources, and without skills. And once they run their name and social security number, everybody's going to know who they are. So I don't see how that's going to work out. Someone said that the AD parents still get paid while they get paid for what? I don't know. Well, if the state wanted to pay them, they'd only be getting paid for 2 kids, but they're not getting paid for the other 4 because those have been removed out of their custody. Monica say those kids are long gone. Nothing about this disappearance makes sense. Nothing. Well, Tony, it don't make sense because we don't know anything. Everything is gossip right now on Facebook and YouTube. Excuse me. We don't know anything. We don't know who's who. We don't know who last seen who. Oh, Patty, that's the truth. That's who's going to tell the story of the children because they're going to be the last ones who saw those kids at some point during their childhood. Sweet Mountain, you know the children are not back with them, honey. They're still investigating. What was that about the contact? Every point of contact has failed these babies from birth on. Regina, I agree with that. I totally agree. Kenny, are you going to call me? Give us your 411 on your personal dealings. being a father. No, Tony, it's not that they can't tell you, they won't tell us anything. There's a difference. I believe the family members that live nearby in California know something about the children, the disappearance. I believe they know something. May not be actually what happened to them, but they know when the last time they saw and heard the children. It's just a matter of them telling the truth. They're not going to come forward. They may have told the police the truth. I don't know because the police isn't telling us anything. Sweet Mountain Baby, yes, they have to be in protective custody, DHS custody, sweetheart. The parents, there is an open investigation still. 112 in the chat, 68 thumbs up. Thank you for joining me. 56 minutes in. We're discussing who are the father of these biological children and why haven't they come forward to give us said information about their children. Are they afraid to speak? Are they ashamed to speak? What is the issue? The biological fathers. Lord help us, Jesus. This is so sad. I hope they search the whole house at least, big or small. So, anybody like to call in? I'm on IG, Instagram, Big Sexy 71. No, Miss Angels, I have not. So now everybody wants to start talking now about them? 3 weeks in? Maybe the bio protecting, bio dad. I don't know, Tony. They probably not sure they are the fathers. Well, Chi-Chi, that could be an issue as well. This is true. Okay, just got confused with other YouTubers. Well, Sweet Mountain, what you need to understand is that nobody knows the truth about these people involved. That's the problem. You're hearing just gossip on Facebook and other YouTubers and commenters. Nobody knows these people. And the people who know are not saying anything. You only have one woman allegedly coming forward that did the loan, speaking to another YouTuber. If that account is accurate, you don't know anything. Is he? I don't see. Justine Hicks commented. Okay. Justine. Where you been, Justine? Yeah, they kept to themselves, Tony. Oddly enough, he said, no, can't call now. Okay, that's fine. Would anybody else like to call me? Somebody different, call tonight. I'd like to have some different opinions tonight, if you all don't mind. What is with you all in IG? Pretty K, honey, you and me and everybody else. Nobody knows anything about this story because I keep telling you, nobody wants to tell the truth about what's going on. Well, it's not even about YouTube. It's all the same. YouTube, Facebook, it's all the same. You just got people throwing out what they think, people speaking from their own personal experience, but nobody has just directly talked to Trezell and the biological mother and the adopted mother to say yes. This is a spoken word. Somebody said PTSD, friend. I don't know if that's true. See, that's what I'm saying. Everything is right, theories, basically. The other four boys were questioning about the last time they saw the toddlers. Well, Tina, that's going to be probably the main evidence in the case, probably. Who actually saw them last? Of course, children can't remember months, like an adult could, but hopefully they can be they can be helpful in getting some information to how they all were treated and all of that. Who you telling good night to, Vet? What y'all got going on down here? What do you mean actual addresses that aren't there? Somebody call in and tell me what you mean. Don't. I hate when y'all start putting stuff in the chat and I don't know what you're talking about. I'm 1 hour in. Call the queen and let me know what you're talking about. 125 in the room. 73 thumbs up. Thanks for joining me in the high 10. The subject matter is about the biological fathers of the missing children out of California City, California. I'm on IG, baby. Instagram. Big Sexy 71. You can video chat. You can either speak by phone and or video chat. Vet don't have it. Pretty K needs a number. Lord have mercy. Somebody call the queen. Well, baffling story. I don't know what's going to come of this story. What I'm afraid of is that this story will linger on. That's what I'm afraid of. Hello, Capricorn 4 from Missouri. Welcome, welcome. We got the Midwest in the house. Thank you, thank you. Tony said, I'm on YouTube. Well, YouTube ain't got no phone number. Don't start. Don't y'all start no shenanigans up in here now. I have a question for you, Queen. How long would you wait to speak to the children that were removed from the house? I don't know. I would try to talk to them as soon as I could. I try to make them very comfortable. That's the thing you have to do with children in any given situation, is to make them feel comfortable. So I would, try to put them at ease, about being separated from their parents, first of all. And you just tell them the truth that right now we need some time. Your parents need some time alone, and we need to talk to you about some things. And then I ask them what they like, as far as what they like to drink, what they like to eat. You want the child to be comfortable, and that way you can build trust to where they will eventually give you the information that you need, and then the rest will flow freely. Do you understand what I'm saying? Because a child will be more free to divulge information if he or she trusts you. I think we all know that. Who? What in the world? Y'all just, oh, Jesus. Nobody's ringing nothing. I don't see anything. I don't see any new requests. There's no new requests. Yeah, Yvette, it's a sad situation. But hopefully, in time things will get better for the children. My thing is they don't need those kids, because this is how I look at it. If you killed those adoptive children, there's no way in anyone's right mind you're fit to raise your own kids. Wrong is wrong. Okay, y'all putting the folks' addresses up in here. Lord have mercy. Well, where did he stay if he didn't live there? Well, why don't you all call in and explain yourself instead of this spitting this in the chat? Just call me and let me know what you're talking about. Gigi, I'm not answering no text now. Anyone new? What do you mean, baby? Would someone like to call in? Oh, Pretty K. Well, you can download the app, baby. It's like any other app. It's like Facebook. It's all the same. Oh, Lord, who is sending me a message now? Y'all wait good till I get on the line. I want to send stuff. Anybody new in the chat or has not contacted me and has IG, feel free to ring me up to weigh in on the subject matter at hand. Look at Radar Gaming. Don't send me a text, Gigi. Just, oh, Lord, come on now. I don't want to read while I'm talking to the people. On your topic about bio father, I'm wondering if they don't know they are those babies' daddy. It's a good question. Well, we don't know what's what. That's the point. We don't know who's who because the mother hasn't spoken about the baby fathers. The baby fathers have not come forth to say, yes, I am the father. It's been proven. I've gone to court. Yeah. I'm paying the state money for these said children. Don't know. Big Sexy 71, Fran, on Instagram. You will send me a message and then I will just go on in and call you. We don't know who's who. Naturally, they're young men, so they probably were just living their, as they say in the street, their best life, so they were just doing them. Do they know that they were actually the biological father of those said children? I do not know. You only know what the baby mother will tell you. That's common sense. You're not going to know if you're the actual father of the child until you actually take a paternity test. 120 in the chat, 79 thumbs up. Thank you. Super Chatter Queen if you like. I surely don't mind. Fran G. Terrell. Oops, Fran G. Okay. I don't know why this is not showing any of my messages. I'm not calling your phone on here. Fran, why you gonna go through all this trouble and then put your telephone number up here? Lord have mercy, Jesus. And this button, I see, you know something about this IG button. It acts like it is afraid to. The button acts like it don't want to press. I don't know, it's the weirdest thing. And this is another device I'm doing this on. I don't know. I'm sick of dealing with all this electronic stuff. It gets on my nerve. It's a headache. Fran, I'm calling you. You all are killing me with this telephone business. Early night. Early night for what? It's not Monday night. Fran Bean, if you're in the house, I am calling you on IG. You just messaged me. I'm not dialing your telephone number. That defeats the purpose of you sending the message through IG. They have a calling device on the app. Oh, no, I'm not staying on here 3 hours. That's what I'm saying. If you all don't knock it down here shortly, I will be signing off. I'm already 1 hour in. I'm not going to do this 3 hour stuff. I can't do this every night. Well, Fran obviously don't have anything she wants to say. Jesus Christ, what is going on? Anybody else want to call the queen on IG? I'm not dialing anybody's personal telephone number. AD parents' previous address. It was right street but wrong house number apparently, but don't quote me as the interview was this morning. You would have to go listen to the audio interview. Miss Angels, where is that located? Fran Bean, I just rang your phone on IG. You did not pick up. So I don't know. Okay. Why is messages being retracted? I guess they want to retype, Marie. Calm down, Marie. Sometimes people misprint stuff or they change their mind about what they want to say. Spelling mistakes, laugh out loud. Yeah, you see Marie, she's about ready, she about to get hype, ain't she? Oh my God, you all are killing me. That's okay. 118 in the room, 81 thumbs up. If you want to contact me, let me know something. Oh, together we break. Well, together I'm not a detective, so we all know that you don't interrogate people in the same room together. Everybody knows that. You all watch True Crime and Law and Order and First 48 Hours. You know you don't ever keep people in the same room, ever. You don't ever put two people in the same room that you are investigating. Thank you, Mr. Ortiz. Thank you so much. Mr. Ortiz, would you like to weigh in on the subject matter pertaining to the boys? You can contact me on IG, Instagram, Big Sexy 71 if you want to call in. I know damn well you all got IG. What is going on? This is an every night thing with you all. Well, I guess this live will be short then. Because you all are not wanting to call in. You just want to chat amongst yourselves. I don't know. You all kind of like that chat box for some reason. I don't get it. You just chat among yourselves instead of talking out loud where somebody can hear you and you can voice your opinion and get it all out instead of trying to type it in a chat box. Mr. Ortiz, do you have IG? Yeah, I'm buffering. That's probably a sign. Nobody's calling in. You all gonna have to call in if you want to give your comments. I don't want to just keep reading your comments back to you all night. If you're on IG, Instagram, please to discuss this topic live. Buffering. Better picture, but it doesn't do well going live for some reason. I don't know why. It's this device I'm using, honey. That's the problem. Well, Mr. Ortiz, full support if you call the queen and give your opinion. I like to hear from some men sometimes. I have more women followers and viewers, and it'd be nice to have a man weigh in on the subject matter. I'd like to hear a man's opinion sometime. Whether you are a father or not a father, you still have an opinion. So I'd like to hear what you have to say. 85 thumbs up, 99 in the room. Thank you so much for following the queen on this chilly, chilly night in the high 10. I got the StreamYard, but I'm not doing that just yet. I need to get another wider device. I don't trust doing it on this. Okay, what are you saying, Monica? When you said we, what do you mean, babe? Thank you, Monica. I appreciate that. Oh, Irene, y'all, I don't want to hear that about if I had to StreamYard, y'all call in. Good Lord Jesus. I ain't studying y'all. I don't know. I don't know if you call in then. I've got it hooked up. I just didn't. I'm not going into it. Because I don't want to fumble with it. Because I have not tested it. I should have done it a week ago, but I have yet to test it. Well, the subject matter at hand is about the baby fathers. The babies, plural. Marshall. Marshall, look. First of all, a person shouldn't complain about how to talk to me. If you really want your voice heard, you would download the app. It's no different than being on this YouTube. No different than you being on Facebook. No different than you being on any other app that you have. Because I know you all have numerous apps in your phone. So there you have it. The subject matter is about these babies' fathers. Do they know that they are the actual fathers? Do they care about their children? Are they curious about what happened to their children? Do they have any regrets about not being in the babies' lives? What transpired with these babies' fathers, with Ryan Dean? There's a lot of interesting questions pertaining to these children. The children's fathers, the baby mother. Why would we not be curious? We don't even know what's fact or fiction because everything we're getting is from the lie book. So, what is the truth pertaining to these kids? We can't get any type of information. Where they were, when they were last seen. Nothing. All right, Tony, I hear you. Well, Mr. Ortiz, the answers are there. Nobody will speak. That's the problem. If I didn't know better, I'd think that John Gotti rose from the dead in this case. Since everybody's acting like Trezell is John Gotti, he's a hitman or gangster disciple. What is it? Help me understand, because I'm confused. Listen to Monica talking about, what do you know? Now don't y'all start badgering my new viewers now. I don't want him to take off. He just got in the room. You all play nice, you little kitties. Play nice. 100 views. 102 in the room. Thank you so much. I don't know what to say about the subject matter. This is just a crazy story. I don't know what to believe about the other rumors that's circulating on the other YouTuber channels. It's a lot of craziness. Give them some milk. Queen don't got no milk. Look, I might give them a little bourbon, and they sure enough wouldn't act right. They've been tore that poor man apart. Yes. Yes, Neil. Well, I didn't see them, Jenny. I'd have to rewatch the interview. Well, that goes to show you right there. Don't you find that odd? You're standing right in the view, and you won't even be seen with the mother to show her support for your children, even though you don't have them. She don't have them. But why not be visible? You don't have to speak, but you could be visible. This makes no sense to me. Well, Tony, I agree with that. There's no such as ratting when it comes to children. Amen. But people still will do it. Children get shot every day in drive-bys and home invasions and all type of things, and people will not speak. So it doesn't matter if it's a child or an adult. If they say don't snitch, you don't snitch. That's the street code. But what people don't understand is there has never been any loyalty in the street. So you have been bamboozled and hoodwinked by false ideologies pertaining to the snitch code. There is no such thing. Because if it was your mother or your son or your sister, you would want someone to speak up. So you can in turn go out here in the street and live a street life and say don't snitch. But then if your mama got shot, you want somebody to come forward with the 411. What's good for the goose is, you know the rest. I thank you all for joining me. God bless all of you. Some men will show up when there is financial gain to be given. I'm just saying, together. Well, such as what? Such as what together? An income tax check? Now, I know you're not starting to... Oh, I don't want to know. Let me check. See if... Look, let me check my typewriter. That's what I'm going to start calling this thing, a typewriter. That's what it's like. Y'all just steady sending messages while I'm on. I'm not about to respond to any messages while I'm live. I can't hear Queen. What you mean you can't hear me? My ringtone is up loud. I don't understand you. Oh, you can hear me. Okay. No updates. No. No updates pertaining to the case. No suspects have been revealed. No other information. All we have seen are videos uploaded by AV Watchman and the other guy. So it's nonstop something going on. Buffering. Okay. I can see myself talking, so I'm not buffering. I'm 1 minute and 21 minutes in. I will try to topple out of here under 2 hours, you guys. So if you're not going to call in, I don't know what to say. But anyway, this is a strange case. This is a case of people who don't want to divulge information. Most of you all have waited 3 weeks to start talking about loans and Venmo and who boarded up a house and the handyman, and I don't know what's really going on, but it's just obviously people are afraid to speak. Obviously, one person said something about their job and this, that, and the other. My thing is, Trezell and Jacqueline West are nobodies. They are bums. So I don't really care about those people. Now, naturally, if I lived in California right close to them, I might be a little leery about speaking about certain things. It depends on what it is. But my thing is, it's about a child, so that's all that matters. They're nobodies. They're not gangster. I don't care about who his brother is in Washington, D.C. I don't care who he is. Because anybody that'll snuff out a child is garbage. So it wouldn't matter to me if you were a Blood, a Crip, a Vice Lord, or what you were. That would mean nothing to me. That would mean nothing to me. Because, see, the same hand you use to kill those kids is the same way that you will probably leave here. You see what's good for the goose. So, I feel nothing for them. I feel nothing for anybody. And if they sold the children, it's all the same. You're greedy and you're vile if you sold the kids. If you bartered with somebody for the children. If you loaned the children, whatsoever, however it went down, you're still funky and foul. So it doesn't really matter. Hello, Cherie. Thank you so much for joining me, honey. The foster parent make me sick to my stomach. Well, it's sickening. It's sickening nonetheless. Right, nobody want to talk. Cops threatening, the parents don't care. Mr. Neil Ortiz, I wish you join me and speak to the queen. Nobody want to talk. But that's what's sad about this case. That's why I said these people are acting like this is John Gotti's great-great-grandson or something. What is the problem? Because I'm not enamored with this long-legged creep bobblehead. He's a bobblehead. He's a bobblehead. Did you not notice that? Okay, thank you, Cherie. He's a bobblehead on a stick. So nothing he has said that drew fear in the queen. Now, naturally, some people have been receiving threats. I guess I could talk about that as well, since we have discussed the baby father's issue. What is threatening these other people going to do? You're only making your situation worse, because if they can track a phone, IP address, and whichsoever, and it links you to them, now you will come up on the charge of threatening somebody. So then the judge would have to ask himself, why would you be threatening an innocent person if you have not harmed your children? Why are your relatives, your associates and friends threatening innocent people, and you have not harmed your kids? Spookyville. Well, it's the abyss. This is what I tell people. I'm just very funny about certain things, such as, I was telling somebody today, I had an inspection today, not to tell all my business, but if I'm not in good rapport with you, I don't even want you coming in my space. I'm very funny like that. Your space should be cool, calm. And I don't like anything negative in my space, especially where I lay my head. So even if I go outside my door and you getting hype and rank and jiggy, that's your choice. But it better not come near my door. And it sure as hell won't come inside my home. You see, that's an omen out there. Cal City has an omen. That neighborhood has an omen. That house now has an omen. So that's why I kept trying to tell you all in my lives lately, how can you be fascinated about hanging around that house, walking around that property, peeping and peering through the window? Ain't nothing out there. Well, I don't know about Trezelle's cousin. I don't know about that, what y'all talking about, but that's an omen out there in that desert. That's an omen out there. And you can get sucked into whatever the hell's going on in Cow City. It's negative. And like I said, most of these crimes are taking place. They may not even be related, but it's something sinister in the air out there. Okay, Patty said it could be a false flag for diversion. Does anybody really know if there are real people in a real crime? Well, that's a good question because only person that can really probably answer that is CPS. They know if they place the kids there. We got Ryan Dean saying her kids went there. So the next person to identify them as being children of them, and the last time maybe a CPS worker went by their home to talk to them pertaining to the kids, would be a social worker. So really that's the next person that probably should be given the 411 is a state worker to say, yes, I went to this home. This is the last time I went to this home. This is the last time I was called to this home. Last time I did a check at this home. Somebody needs to say something. Because you're right. It's like these babies are ghosts. Well, together I've heard that too. Some people have made comment about the vans look like traffic. They could be using it for trafficking, dark windows and all that. But like I told people, it is California. The sun is hotter there during the summer months. Who's to say they got tent because it's hot? I don't know. But nonetheless, if they were driving a two-door Honda, to me, they would be rank. Because anybody that can't give a valid photo to authorities pertaining to their missing children, you're already suspect in my book. And there's no such thing as old photos. See, that's a ruse right there. I heard that on that girl's channel today. I can't think of her name, but that was mentioned about some old photos. Jacqueline, we're not slow. Maybe some of these other people are slow. Queen ain't. Old photos are in your Google. New photos are in your Google. Google runs all of your photos. So therefore, you can't say to the police, I don't have any newer photos. They're all grouped together. They start at the top and make their way to the bottom, all the way down to the very first photo you ever uploaded to Google. That would be your oldest photograph. So to say you don't have any new ones doesn't make any sense. Just say, I never took any pictures of my children. But she couldn't say that because then that would make her look bad. But then on the flip side, you already look bad because you don't have new photos of your children. So what have you been doing, Jacqueline, in your spare time? Yes, the date and all. They had another white van and requested. I don't know, Nicole. See, that's all stories. I don't know anything about it. I had old white men do that before. Every time it was an old white man. I don't know anything about that. Nell, I don't understand what you're saying. The photos look like Ryan Dean on her visit. And that's another subject matter I want to bring up too before I check out of here, before the hour tops up. Some of you have been making comments on social media about Ryan Dean and her children and how happy she looked. Well, see, let me explain that to you. How could Ryan Dean look happy with her children when Ryan Dean didn't have possession of her children? So the photographs you're seeing with Ryan Dean allegedly are foster care visits. Check yourself. I told you all you don't think. You're not thinking. Well, Anil, that's why you should call in and give me a comment, baby. Gaming. I tell you, they don't stay woke out here. They don't stay woke out here. You all have been going on and on about Ryan Dean looking happy with her kids. The kids look happy. The kids look happy. Well, if I am to believe that her children were in foster care from a young age, they're only 3 and 4 legally by birth, then how could the kids be so happy with her when she never had custody of them? So you all have been bragging about photographs of a mother visiting her children during foster care visits. I tell you all, you got to think. I know overall it's not about race. What are you talking about, baby? Y'all old or y'all? Please don't start. She has another older son. Yes, she allegedly has 4 total children. 2 were handed over to the state. Hello, Tasha. How you doing, baby? 2 were handed over to the state, and that's also been a question. Where were those 2 children when the 2 babies were taken from her? So see, this plot just thickens and thickens and thickens, and this is why I tell you all to think before you speak. Think about the information that has been given to you. Okay, well, Nell, I don't know where you live. I only said they look about Ryan Dean's phone. Well, I'm just giving that information out to those who did not know that those were allegedly foster care visits, because many people have been spreading that on social media about how good the children look. Okay, Pennsylvania, okay. A lot of you all have been saying how well the children look. They look happy. They look happy. But what you fail to realize, if the rumors are true, which we know they have to be, if she ain't had custody of her kids, how could the children be happier with her when she never had custody of the kids? Okay. Well, I'm not denying that, Marie, about her hurting and human. All I'm saying, I'm only addressing things that you all have said in the chat and in conversation. That's all I'm doing, is addressing comments that you have said about Ryan Dean looking, her children looking great in her custody, and nobody was really thinking that she never had the custody. So the pictures you're seeing, the children fatter and healthy, that's when they was also in foster care and not in Ryan Dean's custody. Oh my God. Like pulling teeth out here. Tough audience. Mercy. That is said information. Coming out of California City in Bakersville, California. Well, okay, they were with her sister. But my thing is, a lot of people are not, they didn't know that when they make the comments that the children look healthier. Well, Cherie, that's all it's doing, making my head spin. Because I hope to one day jump on this channel and really never not talk about this subject again. Because it's just pointless, getting pointless. Well, it may be 2 years old, but the point is, you can subtract, can't you? 3 and 4 is just what it means, 3 and 4. So 3 and 4 means if the kids went in those people's custody over 2 years, that means her kids were taken from her at a very young age. So any photographs you see her with those kids they were in foster care. So somebody had the kids regardless, not Ryan Dean. Oh Lord, what is it now? Sending a photo. It's 1 o'clock in the morning. Yeah, I know this. I've seen this post already about Paprika Dean that she made a long time ago. It's a new year and I will live from this day forward for my boys and for my daughter and my oldest son. Yeah. Taylor Trinell Sincere Classic. To the death of me. I read that a while ago, yes. Proving she has 4 children. I get it. But where are those children? The boy and the girl. Did she have custody of those children? Why? Oh, I have had just a little bit of sleep, Cherie. Where were those children when the 2 children were taken? So see, that's why I said it's a lot of mystery pertaining to this storyline, which got these kids on this journey to the West House. And that's what's so sad about this storyline, is that these kids didn't have a chance, because there has to be some type of responsibility and ownership pertaining to how these children got from A to B, A to B to C to D to E. I mean, they didn't do this on their own. Nobody wakes up wanting to be shuffled around from house to house in foster care. And it's a cruel way to live for a child. 10:05. Okay, California. Cherie's in the building, California. Well, yes. I mean, a lot of people don't want to talk about that. But my thing is, you all act like these kids just woke up at 3 and 4 and just walked up to the west door and said, "Hey, let me in. I want to stay here." I mean, somebody gave birth to them. Two people made a baby. Two people made a baby, and I don't think a lot of people realize that, because a lot of people just don't want to acknowledge that something went down with their biological mother and it wasn't well. It wasn't good. You know, and 2 years of not being able to get custody is odd to me. But that's neither here nor there. It's a dead subject. But I just always say I'm the type I start at the beginning of a story. Very, and this is a tragic story because we are just looking at older photos of kids. We don't even know what they look like. And that's even more disturbing to me. That's why I said you all got to stay woke out here. The information has been given to you. If you put aside all this other gossip you're hearing on the tube and Facebook, you can focus on what is actual. Two babies are missing, and there's not a time clock, time stamp of their footprint on the earth. Like they always say, we leave a blueprint when we go out here. We got surveillance cameras everywhere. We touch stuff. Yeah, when you're alive. But where's the blueprint? You can't be found. Or you are 6 feet under somewhere. There's no blueprint then. Would you say we like Ryan Dean not knowing what these kids look like? Well, see, I'm just saying, I stick to what's real. Nobody can give an account but the people who last had the kids, and that's Trezell and Jacqueline. They know what happened to those kids. They know when they last had those kids. Will they ever reveal the truth? Probably not. I don't know. Will one turn on the other? I don't know. It'd be nice. It'd be nice if one of them flipped the script. But somebody needs to come forward. Really, it'd be nice if both of them just came in and told the truth and end this saga and would be done with this nonsense. Say what? There's no account so far. Well, if you still thinking that you can get off on telling the truth about the whereabouts of the children, of course there's no accountability. Because first of all, you're not wanting to admit that you harmed a kid. And if you did harm the kid and disposed of the children, you're not going to come forward and say, yeah, I did that. And then let me go tell you where I put them. Because you don't want to get the death chair. Because California is not kind to a person when it's time to end it all. Well, this is the best thing to do. They say a detective or police can lie about anything during interrogation. There's no rules to say they cannot make up a lie to get to the truth. So they could easily walk into a room and say they found something and break them down. Because how do they know what's seen, unheard? Hi, Joelle, how you doing? Yeah, I'm praying. The other children probably have talked. They probably have told them a lot. They've probably told them what their life has been like, how their parents treated them, the things they didn't do. Well, Cherie, we don't want to hope for that cold case. We don't want to claim that. We want to claim that it may take a while, depending on what the police have against the West family. But I don't want to think about a cold case. Not this early on. I really don't. I'm 1 hour and 39 minutes in, 103 people in the chat. 91 thumbs up. Thank you all for joining me. Yeah, this is a very tragic tale. And I'm just waiting for the truth to come out. Hopefully it will come out soon. Maybe somebody will get tired. Yeah, I heard about that, Cools, about the stick and the karate sticks and the parking on the other side of the building. They didn't talk. Children stayed in the house, looked out the window, didn't play with other children. I'm praying not, but the track record isn't good. Bring both in the custody at the same time, let them sit for 72 hours. Well, that's why I said you can bring them in, make up something. Hell, I mean, I don't believe it violates nobody's civil rights, but say you got something. Just make them sit in the room to where they ponder and start wondering. And then the police, of course, if they don't have anything to hold you, then naturally you can get up from the chair and say, well, if you're not holding me, I am free to leave. I mean, that is the law. But my thing is, they don't know what you know, so you can always throw something out. Giselle and Jackie wouldn't be allowed to go to jail, I think. So what are you trying to say? Be a suicide? It'd be a homicide, suicide, Marie? Is that what you're saying? You think one would shoot the other one then kill themselves? Patty, I wish you call in and tell me what you mean by this false flag. You need to elaborate, dear. Tell me what you mean. Kay Chandler, I have no idea. I have no earthly idea where they live. I don't know. Well, I can only imagine what those neighbors have to say. Say we have evidence of children who were never at the new house. See what they say. Nicolette, that's a good one. That'd be a good tactic to say, we got evidence to show they were never here. Yeah, that'd be good. They do not have the children. The children removed out of their care. They are in the state's care. Who's going to leave them with children? That wouldn't be a very bright idea. Considering they've lost two already. Hell, let them tell it a fairy came and picked them up. People like this, they don't have any business with children. I wouldn't leave these people with pets. And that one picture somebody uploaded to me just now with him he's got like a gray colored pit bull in the front seat. You don't even deserve the right to have a dog. It makes no sense. You don't even have the right to have a dog. 104 in the chat, 95 thumbs up. Thanks for joining me. Cools. Everyone's talking about that. There will never be any pictures of the children because they didn't have the children, you guys. Come on now. Well, raiding the Potomac house, well, you got to remember, you got to try to break them to see if they'll break. I don't know what the other children, that's the thing about the storyline. We don't know what anyone has said about anything. We don't know what a mother has said, a family member has said, what the children have said. We don't know anything. What the doctors have said, what the CPS have said. What do CPS have to say about this? Do they have any regrets about their decision, placing the children in their care? I'm sure they do. Seemed like the children were structured, hidden. Yeah, they left those kids. They didn't do right by those kids. They didn't honor them. They didn't love them. They didn't give them a peaceful existence. They didn't allow the children to be children. I don't care what anybody says. Every child needs to be able to roam. Every child needs to be able to roam. So these kids didn't get a chance to even roam and be a child. All right. They at fault. CPS don't care about kids. Well, Yvette, I won't say that about every CPS. I told you I don't compare every agency because I can't do that. I can't compare every agency the same. I can't do every person the same, case the same, child the same, because every case is not the same as CPS. Every worker is not the same. Every supervisor isn't the same. So, Neil, why don't you explain this Pizzagate? Taking off the bin to the foster any more kids. Well, they're gonna be probably locked up if they got some evidence, so they won't be having anybody's child. Okay, California CPS has a bad rap out here. Okay, together, where are you in California? Do you know how the oldest child out the four is? I think 10, Joel. I think he's 10. The biological son is 10. Well, I don't know about Pizzagate, Hamburger Gate. I don't know about none of that. Just heard about that earlier on that girl's channel. So okay, so it's a few of you out there in California. Cherie's out in California as well. I don't know about Pizzagate. My first time hearing about Pizzagate was earlier. So Nicolette, she's out in California too. Where are you all out in California? Well, we'll see. Anybody want to call in and weigh in before I get to the top of the hour? Tasha's in Lakewood, so there's at least 4 of you in the room that's from California. Oh, Central California, Nicolette, San Diego, Gaming, San Fernando Valley, Canoga Park, Yvette. Ooh, sounds nice. I've always wanted to live in California. Oh my goodness. I would love to be out there. I'd take that over Georgia. I said Georgia was my second pick, but I'd take California if the offer was right. Oh, I'd go. It would. I'd be gone, baby. I spent time in foster care as a child. Okay, gaming. Oh, Yvette, I'm not playing. Girl, what you talking about? I leave here with one duffel bag. I'll be gone. How about Cali City, hun? Laugh out loud. No, Marie. I'm not trying to go to the desert. I'm just saying Georgia is a good place right now for African American people and in the entertainment business, which that's where I'm wanting to be. But I'm just saying California would be even nicer. They need to be retained, Tasha. Okay. So you all speaking from personal experiences why some of you don't care for CPS. Okay, Together says, I refuse to live in the desert. Well, I'm sure it's mighty dry. I hear it gets very cold there in the evenings. Hello, TG Breaking News Global. Thanks for joining us, honey. 97 in the room, 99 thumbs up. Thanks for the likes. God bless you all. Super Chatter Queen if you can. I do not mind. All donations to the channel. $ Big Angie 129. Thank you so much. I don't know, Kay Chandler. I don't know what's what. That interview that the Watchman did, AB, I don't. That one place was in Bakersfield. Then allegedly they live somewhere else. They've been around a few places. It's very interesting. Monica said, "Come to Sin City." Oh, I wouldn't mind visiting. I don't know about living, but you know, I take a dip in the pond to see what it's like. Okay, Friday breaking news: arrests are made in Cal City, missing kids. K Lady, are you making up something in the chat, or what are you trying to say? How do you get CPS records if you were in CPS? What do you mean, like in their custody? You know, if you're a child, records are sealed. Anything pertaining to children is sealed records. Or two codes, Cherie. Okay. I think a lot of these CPS caseworkers don't know how to separate their personal feelings when it comes to their job. Well, Tasha, that's a lot of jobs. That's the reason why most of us don't get along. Let's just keep it real. We as people make up everything. School, church, the government, state government. All it takes is for somebody not to like you. It doesn't matter who you are. Now they got a problem with you. Now they want to cause you problems. That happens everywhere. So that's why I keep trying to tell you all, I don't group everything the same because every situation isn't the same. You actually have people who go to their job, work for the DHS, they care about their jobs, but we all know that they're understaffed because they don't pay a lot for state workers. Same like school teachers. Those are the most unrewarding positions. They are needed, they're highly needed, but they don't pay anything. So that's the problem we have with the Department of Human Services. I have had dealings with call due to relative back in the day. Not my cup of tea. They should have followed up with those boys. Well, that's the thing we got to understand. We don't even know what happened when the last time CPS stopped at their home and talked to them pertaining to the adoptive children. We don't know anything because nobody's talking. This is what I keep telling you all. How do we know DHS hasn't tried contacting them for their follow-up visits or whatever? How will we know? Because nobody's telling us anything. That is the moral of this story pertaining to the missing children out of California City. We do not know anything because nobody is speaking up on behalf of the children, on behalf of the biological parents, on behalf of Jacqueline and Trezell West. And until somebody comes forward with some tea, we will sit in the chat night for night, week for week, assuming and guessing what the hell happened to those baby boys. Do y'all get it? This gonna go on until the chief of police and FBI decides to render a statement to say, we now have suspects in custody or we're looking for, you get my drift. We're not going to know anything. Because one, we don't have anybody talking. I wasn't familiar with the Gabriel Fernandez case. They dropped the ball with those boys, Monica King. Well, my thing is, if they pass the test and the criteria to be foster parents, there's nothing you can do about that. You can't read a person's mind about what they're gonna do and not do and how they're gonna treat a child. Right. TG, right. We don't know, we know they lying. We don't know what happened. Because a lot of people have passed those background checks and probably questionnaires to be foster parents. And you've heard terrible stories after the fact that they did something to the child or the children. But that's the point. They passed the test, the background check. Then what can you do about it? There's nothing you can do. You can only do something if you see something. And some of us see things and we still will not talk. We will not tell anybody, yeah, he punches his little girl. Yeah, he pulls her hair. Yeah, they pinch her. Yeah, they talk dirty to her. Yeah, they talk down to their sons. That's the problem. That's the problem. I'm in 1 hour and 52 minutes into the chat. 99 thumbs up, 106. Well, 106 thumbs up, 98 in the room. Thanks for joining me. TG, would you like to call in and weigh in on the situation pertaining to the baby's fathers? What you think about them not speaking up? Well, Miss Angels, I was thinking that too, but they're in their early 30s. Well, I mean, you just came in. I thought you might want to give your opinion on something, ma'am. Because nobody else is calling in. It's nothing personal. It's not personal. It's just nobody's calling. So I'm just checking to see if anybody want to call. Nobody wants to call in and say anything. These folks they just like chatting it. They like chatting in this box for some reason. I don't know what. Hello, hello, hello. You see I'm buffering. What?
Hello, what's up?
Your volume. I don't know why you sound muffled to me.
Oh, you know what? Hold on. Hold on. I preach this all the time.
Well, I switched devices. The one that I usually talk on is the one I'm letting you off. The chatting on the IV. I know you can't hear me because I've changed the devices.
Say that again.
Okay, the one that you're talking on now is the one that I usually film on.
Oh yeah, I changed my device.
No, I'm talking about me. Me. I said me. I changed the devices around is what I'm.
Oh, okay.
Like the one you're talking on now is the one I normally film on. Oh my God.
But honestly, I do got something to say.
Well, I need you to talk up. I can't hear you.
Could you hear me now?
A little bit. I just want them to be able to hear you.
Could you hear me? For real?
Barely.
I'm on my phone. Shit.
Barely.
Look, the battery barely there.
Oh, that's the problem I had today with the one you're talking on. It wouldn't even charge. I was like, man, this telephone business ain't no good.
Right.
Okay.
It can't stay charged. I promise you that. But nah, I do got something to say. See, that's why I said I can't wait to help you do shit. You got to do streaming.
Yeah, I got it. I already hooked up. I just don't want to do it on a smaller thing because I don't know how it's going to turn out and look. That's why I didn't want to fool with it. It's already hooked up. It's already hooked up.
Oh, okay. Well, I do got something to say.
Okay.
I'm talking about that blister on that man's finger. Everybody ignore.
She don't want to talk about the baby daddies for some reason.
I don't know the baby daddies.
We don't know them either, TG. Do you know Trezelle? Do you know Trezelle and Jacqueline? Don't get me started. We don't know none of these people.
Baby, hey, shenanigans. The only daddy I know is the one that fostered him. Shit,
We don't know. Look, we don't know know that bobblehead. That don't tell no lie. Look, don't tell no lies on my live. You know we don't know nothing about that bobblehead and that stringy-haired woman. My mama didn't give birth to none of them heathens, so I don't know nothing about them.
I don't know nothing about the religion, so whoever.
My mama didn't birth them, so I don't know nothing about them heathens. Go ahead.
Are you saying they got two different daddies?
TG don't start.
I'm asking. I don't know.
Well, should I enlighten the chat on that, or should I keep that to myself?
I'm just asking because I do not know. Only daddy I know is the one that got the blisters on his finger that was collecting wood.
TG, I'm gonna let you say what you. I'm gonna let you say what you have to say, and then I'm going to throw something out to the chat, and I'll bear responsibility with what I'm gonna say after you say what you got to say about that dusty finger of his.
Oh no, shenanigans.
I'm not fooling with you.
You got me on mute. I can't hear you.
I ain't got you on mute. I got the speaker turned up, Miss Lady. Now I turned it down. Now I turn it back up. This device isn't. It's not loud.
Am I too loud?
I don't know if they can hear you. Just tell me what you think.
Could y'all hear me? I think they can hear me. But nah, for real. On some real ass shit, I don't know, I don't know about the other if the kids got other different daddies. I don't know nothing about that. They, to me, ain't even a point of what's going on with them kids. You hear what I'm saying? The last ones that was synced with the kids is the father.
Mm-hmm.
He was the last one. And then the mother, because she was in there wrapping up gifts, as she say.
Mm-hmm.
But I don't know nothing about the other two, the daddies, baby daddies or whatever. They ain't even in the equation right now.
They not.
The equation is the dude with the blister on his hand. He got a blister. He got a gog up on his hand. And he know what happened to them kids.
He got a what?
He got tissue paper or something up on his hand.
Tissue paper. Well, it ought to have melted by now, TG, if you got tissue paper up under there.
Well, shit. It was probably bloody when he was talking to the news people, Miss Shenanigans.
Okay, so TG, what do you think happened to his hand?
That's why I fouled up.
Okay, so why do you think his hands were up under his armpits during the interview? You think he scratched his hand?
He had blisters up under there, Miss Shenanigans.
I hear that, but I'm saying, what do you think caused them?
The fire.
What fire?
He said he was making a fire. He was starting a fire.
Right.
Because they was doing Christmas.
Uh-huh.
So he was either throwing wood or taking wood in the house.
So if you're gathering the wood, okay, so if you're gathering the wood and you haven't started the fire, how could you burn yourself if you haven't even ignited the fire? Hello?
Obviously, he didn't tell the police. He didn't tell them he started the fire already. This could have happened days before the kids came up. Before they reported the kids.
I can't fool with you.
No, for real, look. I'm serious.
So you think he's been lighting a fire days before he got rid of the kids?
Yeah.
And that's how he burnt his hand?
Yes.
Okay, Therese said there was no wood out there that was kindling. So now Monica said, so he burned the kids. I did think about that. That crossed my mind that perhaps the children were burned in the fireplace at some point. But that would smell really bad. Now, Tabitha Winters, that is not nice.
Let Sherry know this. Sherry, he collect every wood that was out there. Whoever the caller is must be drunk. No, I'm not. No, I'm not, baby, Miss Tabitha Winters. No, I'm not. You must be fucked up.
Oh,
I'm
oh,
not drunk.
I came with y'all. This was, look, I could barely hold the people in the chat, and now,
Whoever Tabitha is must be a troll. She
well,
gotta be a troll.
well, I hope
Because
she's
I
not.
ain't never seen
Well,
her
I hope
down.
she's not. I hope she's not a troll, because you know that won't be a problem.
Got gas, ignition. Yeah, and he set the fire. I'm telling y'all, just Miss Shenanigan, I'm not gonna lie to you. Y'all know, you know how deep I get into
Yeah.
investigation.
Well,
And
I did notice that
lots of
picture.
people up and down.
I noticed a picture, and it do look like some skin was raised.
Miss Marie.
Did you hear what I said? It looked like some skin was raised.
It was raised.
Yeah.
It was raised. He had skin hanging.
I don't know how you noticed this stuff. You and that, between you, Cupcake, and the bouncy house. Now it's the Trezelle and the Pinky. I'm dead.
But then I proved that Cupcake was in that bouncy house.
Oh my gosh, it's like flashbacks from a year ago. I can't stand it.
Then I show y'all. So for Miss Tabitha Winter that don't know who I am, I do. It deep involved in cases when it comes to little kids.
They buried the ashes in those holes where the FBI dug. Human bones don't always burnt up in a fire. Okay, you right. That's the thing about getting incinerated when you get yeah.
Get your trolls, girl. Get your trolls.
What's going on? What's the problem?
Nah, one of your trolls said the caller must be drunk. Hang up.
But this is what? Then we have a Then I tell you what I was gonna do about. I ignore you.
You was gonna ignore me?
No. No. Anybody that behave ignorant, they not getting nothing out of me. They're not getting a rise out of me. Nobody's getting a rise out of me.
They don't even know how long we've been knowing each other. But anyway, yes, Shenanigan. I don't know nothing about the baby father. So the only father I know is the adopted father, which is Trezelle West. And I do believe he set some kind of fire because he do have a big ass blister on him, and he ain't holding a cell phone up under his hand, baby.
Okay.
He holding something to his hands must be tingling. He might have burnt all of them. We just don't know.
Well, that's true. That could be. And he didn't bandage them up. And didn't bandage his hands up. May not have, didn't bandage them up.
And he bandaged them up. And the bandage had to come off when he was up there with the shit up under his arm.
Yeah, I think if he did burn his hands, he didn't have no bandage on. That's why he was tucking them under his chest like that.
Yeah.
That's what it was. Well, interesting.
But it's definitely, it was not a cell phone.
Okay. So what did we see when he switched his hands going in the door? What was that?
When he was, that had to been, go look at my live Shenanigans.
Okay.
Just go look at the live. I broke it down.
Okay.
I broke it down.
Okay.
Just go look at it.
Okay. Anything else you want to add to the conversation, ma'am? About anything that you heard? That's all you want to do.
I am going to be in your chat.
But guess what? That's all you want to do is talk about that little dusty finger.
The blister.
That's the only reason why you jumped on my live. You want to talk about that little dusty finger.
I don't know nothing about the two baby daddies. I don't know.
Well, I don't either. I'm just throwing out. I throw out everything pertaining to a case, from the mother, the daddy, the grandmama, the uncle, the cousin. I throw it all out there.
But they don't have nothing to do with them kids being missing.
But what I'm saying is, I'm just saying, why isn't no one talking? You got to admit, nobody's talking about the kids, and that's odd to me.
You have to remember, the kids, 4 of the kids is foster, right?
They went foster care before they got
Their
adopted.
kids are adopted. They adopted, so maybe the daddies wasn't in their life.
Okay. Well, I'm just saying, but I'm talking about now, since all this has happened, why won't they speak up and say something about their kids? That's all I'm saying. What's wrong with saying something? What's wrong?
Maybe they don't know they got kids out here. Half of the men don't know they got kids out here shenanigans.
TG, they rode up there with the mother. Remember, she said that they came with the two fathers. They rode up there.
Well, then y'all heard something about them then. I don't
You
know.
know
I
what?
don't know.
Uh,
I haven't heard anything about it. I don't know who they are.
I can't. Okay, ma'am.
What? I'm keeping it real.
Now
If
you
you
acting
rode
like
up
we in the
there with your
street.
baby mama, then you heard something about them, right? So
Bye.
that's
Look.
that.
Bye, my dear.
All right, I'm about to hang up.
Okay,
I
thank
gotta get
you.
this
That
child.
was TG.
Okay.
Okay, baby. Thanks a lot. Okay.
Yeah.
Oh wow. I can't. I can't. Cherie, what you sending me now, baby? Ravenheart, what's that? Cal City missing toddlers rumors clarification. Oh Lord. I can't watch it right now while I'm on the live. But this is one of the guys giving his commentary. Which one is this? AV? Is this AV? Watchmen? Which one is it? Which one is it, Cherie? He got blisters from picking up that nasty brush that he pretended to burn. Okay, radar. Oh, y'all are killing me. What was the last time Bio Mom last seen her kids? Thank you. Fran Bean, allegedly 2 years ago. They were in foster care. TG, I'm through with you. I swear I ain't. Girl, you killing me. Jesus. Her and that finger. That's all she wanted to talk about was the little dusty man's finger. Oh, AV News Crew. I get them mixed up. Like, who's who's? Like, I don't understand. AV, one person, AV Watchmen. I thought I was watching AV News when I first started out. That's why I got tangled up. Which one was which? So he's got something to say, AV News Crew, about that. I have to open it up, see what is going on. That's why I said every day it seems like it's something pertaining to these kids. It's nonstop rhetoric, accusations. Okay, Matt, okay. It's always something. I'm just like, wow, when can there be a resolution to this story? Get some information. Okay, now TG said AV United. Okay, which, oh, Lord. Ah, I hope they're not watching because they're thinking they don't even know who we are. Yes, they're getting you all confused. One saying one thing, one saying another. Yes, Sheree, don't stop. That is the truth. It's 2 hours into this live. 85 thumbs up. 85 in the room. I don't know why I keep getting that mixed up. 110 thumbs up. Thank you. Where are those boys? Mr. Ortiz, I don't know. You might want to call the parents and ask them. They probably could give you the information better than I could. Okay. Cherie said what she sent me was AV News Crew. Okay, so AV News Crew has a new article out, uploaded the 14th of January, called Cal City Missing Toddlers Rumors Clarification. So I will go into that after I'm done with this live and see what he has to say. AV News. Golly, phew, it's like pulling teeth dealing with all this. I've never seen such craziness, and it's late. About 140 something in the high 10. AV. Oh, Antelope Valley. Okay, that's what it stands for. Okay. Because I never knew one AV, then another AV kind of threw me off like, well, why are they both starting with an AV? Okay. Well, it doesn't matter. Let's see. TG calls in talking about a little dusty finger that she think he burned. Lord, I can't. He could have done it some other ways. Did that ever occur to any of you? Doesn't have to necessarily be a burnt finger. Did you get my emails? I don't think so. I haven't seen anything, honey. Okay, TG. TG said blisters don't lie. God, jeez, I can't stand it. I just saw it. I'll check it when we are done too, Yvette. Okay. Yeah, that's probably what they just sent me. What Cherie just sent me. I don't see anything new in here. Last thing was January 9th. Let's see. Spam, trash. I don't see anything. Start. Did anybody know the bio mom had another son? Yeah, Layla, we know she has 2 other children, honey. Monica's about 2 shots of vodka. Good God, you need more than that fooling with this bunch. I ain't lying. Look at News Crew. You need more than vodka for this group, baby. Seriously. Seriously, seriously, seriously. That, honey, I didn't get your emails. I don't see anything here. Nothing's under the start or anything. Inbox. I don't see it start out. When did you send them? I said, when did you send the emails? Because I don't have anything. I don't see anything. You just can contact me on IG if you want to send me anything. The adopted parents are not to be trusted. Neil Ortiz. Yesterday morning. Oh, let me see. January 13th. Let me see. Ooh, I got a lot of stuff in here. Jesus and me. Two fathers, yeah, 2 different fathers. Yeah, Cherie has talked to them. They interviewed her about her missing daughter. Hey, Marie. Sorry, I'm watching you all too. I'm just trying to check something out. Oh, too much going on. This case. That's why I'll be glad when it's over with. Get on with this crazy story. Because I'm sick of it. So I asked you all, Mr. and Mrs. West, you've ever reported the children missing to authorities? You already know there's a reason why you reported them missing. Okay. Somebody was asking where they are. I don't see anything. Somebody's going to be inquiring about where they are. Perhaps it was a doctor's visit or exam. I'm still going through. I had to log off. I see. Well, yeah, bobblehead, yes. I meant that. I didn't stutter. Bobblehead. Say they have evidence in lab that takes 6 weeks and the police didn't threaten them. Well, what happened? And there are more sad stories. More stories sad to say. Yeah, it's always something, TG. That's the part that's jacked up. That every time you turn around, it's a new story. You go to bed tonight, it'll be something tomorrow. Oh, Lordy, I don't can't find anything. People thought police were threatening AB. That's what was said. So what's the truth? Lady, what you crying about? Are you laughing? I'm trying to watch what you all are saying. Yeah, Marie, nobody knows the truth. That's it. They have HV lab evidence. Okay. Well, like I said, I don't know what's going to become of this storyline. It's very, very sad and very tragic. It just seems like it won't stop. And none of you want to call in because I want to top this out. If there want to be one more caller to weigh in on the situation, to give me the 411, and then I will check out of here and let you all get you some rest and get some sleep and let the queen get some rest. And I'm going to try to watch something else besides any YouTube videos pertaining to these children because I'm getting weighed down watching. That's all I watch on YouTube lately. It's just stuff about these kids. Hiding his hands. Nicolette thinks he was hiding his hands. I don't know why. Okay, he was changing his muffler. His what? Nicolette said he never said he started the fire. He ain't never said nothing. That's the point of this story. He hasn't said anything of value pertaining to these kids, quite frankly. Oh, threatening Bill Garcia. Yeah, I heard that. So is that true or not? That's why I said you don't know what's the truth. God, ladies, so much craziness going on. I think everything is watching this case. Yeah, everyone is watching. Anybody that's got a dog in the race is watching YouTube and Facebook and all your commentary. Marie says, I need a break. I watch Miss Maple. Well, I think it's time we all look at something else because it's becoming daunting at this point. He said he was gathering wood and the kids came up missing. Trezel's a liar. He was not gathering wood, and I think you all know that. Was there wood at the fireplace? Just like somebody said on one of the channels, is there any proof that Jacqueline was wrapping gifts? Does the police have actual evidence that she was wrapping gifts on that fateful evening? See, this is why I keep telling you all about these storylines. You have to think about everything that's been said. Did they see wrapping paper? Did they see gift bags? Did they see the gift paper that you put in the bags? Were their gifts laid out at the time when they walked in to talk to them about the children? See, that's what you always got to remember. What is the truth? What has been revealed? What has been proven? Naturally, the police don't tell us everything. They haven't told us anything pertaining to this case because they don't want to jeopardize the investigation. We are just antsy for the truth. But they have evidence. They got to go through phone logs, conversations with the neighbors, parents, family, bank accounts. You got to think about all that. Your telephone devices, Google searches. They got to go through all of that stuff. Well, we're not going to know the answers because it's a lot to investigate. When you're talking about investigating people, you're talking about taking up their life and chopping it up in fine pieces. From their head to their toe, you are going to investigate every little thing about them. Who they talk to, who they're friends with, who they're related to, who they're signed up with their bills, all the places that they live, their past, criminal records, debts. That's a lot of work. That's a lot of work. That's a lot of work. Well, Emil, I agree. I think the immediate family anyway, I'm not going to say everybody because you can't say everybody, but I believe immediate people that deal with them know something is suspect with them and the missing kids. Well, Sweet Mountain, we don't know. I agree. We're just in the chats talking and assuming and just assuming and wondering. And putting our 411 or 211 in where we think, because that's what people do. We judge, we assume things, we try to put things together, what don't look right, what don't sound right, and with him huffing and puffing and acting like he was upset to give a statement, it's like, well, dude, you and your wife are the ones that called the police. What are you doing huffing and puffing during an interview? Because somebody said, did you hear him? Doing all that. And I was like, well, I heard him sign, so I had to go back and watch the video again. He's sitting up here grunting. And it's like, what are you grunting about? This is your story. These are your kids. What do you got an attitude about? Telling the truth about where your children were. It's crazy to me. That's when you know a person's lying. That they're grunting and signing and making all kind of crazy noises and stuff doesn't make any logical sense to me. Well, A. Miller, she don't have to incriminate her son. Matter of fact, she can ride the ride with her son and daughter-in-law. I must have hit that blister tonight. My channel got reported. Okay, TG, don't you start. Again? Something been said again? My goodness, you got to be kidding me. He may have felt pressure to do that interview for all we know. Well, Miss Angels, what do you mean pressure? Your child is missing. You're supposed to speak up about your child. You called the police. I mean, it's up to you if you want to speak. Because I do remember a case I covered back last year where the little white girl was missing out of South Carolina. Her parents didn't speak at all to the public. They didn't speak at all. And one could have thought that they were suspicious. They said she went outside to play in the front yard. She checked out maybe once, twice, and she looked back out. 30 minutes or so later, the little girl was gone. Found out a neighbor had taken her in. I don't know how she got to the man's apartment, townhouse, or whatever, but somehow she made her way into his home. He held her there, assaulted her, then he killed her, and then he dumped her in the woods. So it's easy to judge and say, yeah, that's YouTube telling me, get your butt off live. I can't stand it. What's her name? I want to see the live. Okay, hey, Miller, let me see what you said, because I want to read that comment. Once the grandmother says she ain't seen the sometime, that proves her son been lying. Well, and that's the thing. Is she going to ever say anything? Because she may not, and that's the point. We don't know if she's ever going to talk or say anything. We don't have any idea. I'm almost I know I'm over 2 hours. That thing says 1:54. That time don't look right. Who thinks Jackie, her kids, and Giselle covering up? I don't know, Marie. I tell with people like this. Who's the orchestrator, the ringleader? That one psychic said that she's the ringleader. That Jacqueline's the ringleader. But who's to say? We don't know. But that lady on that other channel had told that information to that girl that he was into holistic living. But like she said, the holistic living and got all them liquor bottles in your garbage can. That's a bit night and day. Well, I don't know. Could be Giselle did it. Could be that she did it. Who's to say? But they're complicit either way. No matter who took the blow, who did what, they're both complicit. They both got those kids gone. That's for sure. But Jackie drinks. Well, I don't know. I can't say that she drink. I don't know her. You can just go by the liquor bottles. I doubt that one was drinking by themselves. They both probably were drinking. They probably doing other things too. I won't be surprised if they both get high and drinking. Okay, TG says Jackie was nervous. I say she may have done it. Interesting. Well, we will find out, won't we? When they bring out the 411, what they found in the house, I can only imagine what they've brought, what they put in those bags. I'm curious to know what they put in the bags. That should be interesting. What they found in those bags. I know these people don't tell me they were stupid enough to leave something behind. Got that your people talking, Queen. Say what, Marie? I saw somewhere that said Jackie would stand in the back porch and smoke, but I can't find it anymore. Well, I think I heard about that. Yeah, smoking in a cigarette, went out the front door smoking. So that's interesting. She go outside and smoke, but she won't let her kids outside to play. It's crazy. Nicole thinks Jackie did it, and Giselle's covering. Hello, Margaret. How are you? Happy belated birthday. Hope you had a wonderful birthday. Thanks for joining us. Yvette Leggins. Okay, me to the evidence. They won't say what it was. They'll tell us eventually. Trust me. And it'll probably be some stuff we don't want to hear. Well, Marie, the chat don't run the queen. I need rest. Y'all gonna give me a new heart if I need one? I'm trying to stay above ground. Well, why don't the mom have a GoFundMe 2 years ago? I don't know. Nicole asked, why didn't the mom have a GoFundMe 2 years ago? The biological mother. Okay, y'all them bobbles. I'm gonna quit saying stuff because y'all just be mimicking me. Yeah, them some bobbleheads, especially that Trezelle. That is a bobblehead on a stick. Big old square head. Maybe when all this is over with, somebody will make a doll out of them. TG, that'll be a good business. Since you got a business, won't you make a little Trezelle doll? Just saying. Okay, Neil Ortiz says the biological parents are to blame too. Oh my God, you all are killing me. These comments. Anyone want to ring? No, they don't want to ring in. Let it be. Leave it be. They don't want to call. There's a lot of dope in California City. Damn near everybody there is a dope head. I'm sure there's some good people there, but plenty of dope too. We had a little boy taken from his grandmother's home. Hold on a minute. Let me catch that comment. She went in for a second to turn kettle, and he disappeared. Been 4 years now, still nothing. Oh wow, that's terrible. And where is that, Miss Angels? Where's that location? Where's that location? Oh, Australia. Okay, thank you. Yeah, that's a terrible thing. Can you imagine being a parent, not knowing where your child is, and hoping that somebody will find your child, bring your child home, let your child out, something. 4 years. It's very sad. Very sad. Hello, Edwina. How you doing? Thanks for joining us. Late. Just when I'm trying to get out of here, y'all want to start coming in here gangster style. Joining the queen late night. See, y'all don't get nobody sleep. Y'all be up on that tube, flipping channels, trying to figure out who is talking about the latest story. Tried 9 years. Right, Cherie. Cherie's right. Her baby's been gone 9 years. Oh, a dead-end street. Well, that can't be but somebody right around in there, I would think. Oh, Bobbles. Oh, okay. I see. Looked like they was on dope at some point. Yeah, those pictures from December 1st, 2019, they were very frail looking. So it looked like they were indulging in some type of narcotic. They looked like they were some busybodies in the dope trade. Sad to say. And what's even worse is that they were somebody's mother and father. So just the thought of knowing you got parents getting high and have children, small children at the house, that's really bad. And then you got the nerve to adopt some kids, 6 kids in your house, and you're getting high on dope. Sure, did you hear about 11-year-old being gone a year in Cali City? She was only 11. I think I heard something about that earlier today. Yesterday. Something about that. I'm over 2 hours into the chat. What you drinking? Water. Hawaiian volcanic water. Naturally alkaline electrolytes. Deep well water. Nothing else. Pretty bottle, though. It's a pretty bottle. Cute little bottle. I hope they find them, too. Not gonna walk off holistic water. I don't know if it's holistic, but it's just some water. Who knows where this water came from? Naturally alkaline electrolytes, deep well water. It's a cute little bottle it's in, though. I love blue. Blue's my favorite color. I love teal, turquoise, teal blue, teal green. I'm a blue fan. Fan of blue. I like navy too. Tiffany blue, powder blue. I'm a blue girl. Those boys do not wander off anywhere and not taken. They aren't with us anymore, I do believe. They need to be put out of a room with a bunch of moms and dads talking to them. What do you mean, Bobbles? I don't understand that comment. Put out in a bunch of rooms. What do you mean by that? I'm confused. Okay. So that's what it's called, Antelope Valley. That's what that AV stands for. Okay, interesting. A Miller says I'm from AV, Antelope Valley in California City is a place you go when you get ran up out of the big city. I thought about that too. Ain't nothing there, not even a real grocery store. Yeah, Cherie told me about that. You have to go far to go to the grocery store. It's very crazy. Get Queen in the same room. Yeah. They won't want none of the Queen, baby. Like I told somebody in the comment section, I'll suck all the air out of the room because I'm going to try to wear you down. Oh, yeah, TG, that's why they moved. This was a plan. I don't care what nobody say. This was an intricate plan. They had planned this for a long time to get out of that apartment and get somewhere, out of the way, ducked off. So that's what it is. They've been planning this a long time. They've been planning this. Whatever the plan is. That's the whole point of this story. What was the plan? Okay, Nell says elaborate. Yes, indeed. But guess what? Did you use a burner phone? Because a lot of people, when they're planning stuff, they don't use a burner phone for their searches and their conversations and their phone calls. So if they didn't use a burner phone, you in bad, bad shape. You didn't use an alternate computer, iPad, or whatever, and dispose of it, you are done. Yeah, Edwina, that's the crazy thing. You're right. No one seems to have never seen the boys. Yes. That's the sad part about this story. Is that it's as if the boys were ghosts. Less mouths to feed, more money in hand. Yes, that's true. And that's what I think all this was about, was making money off the state, using the state, pimping the state to take in these foster children, then adopt them. They probably still was getting some type of monetary monies for the children even when they were adopted. She didn't have a formal job. He didn't have a formal job. So she still probably applied for some type of assistance. She could have been still getting a welfare check for her children. We don't know. Yes, Jeanette. I was on another YouTuber's channel today. Yes, I went in to give my 411 about that house boarded up. I was curious because one tuber is saying that it was the police that boarded it up, and then she was saying Trazelle's friend offered somebody to board up the house. So I'm just trying to figure out what's the truth. Who actually ordered the house to be boarded up? That's what I'd like to know. See, this is why I don't like hearing all these wild stories pertaining to these cases, because you don't know what the truth is. Two different versions in 24 hours about a house boarded up. Yes, TG, but somebody else is saying no. No, it's not true. So I don't know. I don't know what's the truth. Ain't y'all to figure it out? We don't know what's the truth pertaining to this story? Okay, Edwin says I don't think it was the police. Well, like somebody said, there should be a camera to show if the police showed up. Or what? I don't know. Find the person who had the company. Trezelle friend saying it's a handyman. Right. But that's still, he said. It's still not us hearing Trezelle say it. We're not hearing the handyman. Did the handyman say it to people where y'all can witness it? Hey, I'm the guy that went to the house. I was hired by Pookie or the police, whichsoever. What Natasha talking about? What'd she say? Let me see that comment. Yep, a dummy, but by the same token, a Mert will mess up and get caught. Okay, the PD haven't seen neighbor's video on twin. Yeah, I'm hearing something about that too. About the police have not verified the said video that Jerry guy uploaded. So that's interesting as well. Okay, Fran says they said it was hired by the city independent contractor. See, it's still controversial who did it, who ordered it. I don't think this case is really anything new. No, it's not. Are there anybody familiar with these sort of cases to tell us what they think? Well, you need to go over to let me give you I'm going to give you all somebody's channel to go over to that can give you information about these type of cases. This is from Cherise Smith, who's in the chat. She sent me this information today. She's in the chat right now. And she sent this information, and these are detectives describing cases such as this and giving you their expertise. And this guy is a YouTuber and a former detective. Hold on one second. I'm going to read it. The link she sent. Hold on. Okay. AV Watchman recommended to his chat Duty Ron on YouTube. So if you want to get a little information about how the law is conducted, how cases are conducted, Duty Ron is the YouTuber you need to log on to. He has a panel up, and these are all former detectives or whomever who worked in law enforcement, and they will give you said information pertaining to how the law works, why search warrants are issued, why a house is searched, all that type of things. And you need to tune into his YouTube channel, Duty Ron, former detective, NYPD detective. And then you will put two and two together why that house has been investigated, a search was issued, why the ground was dug up, because obviously somebody got information to search there. And a judge has to be the one to sign off on the warrant to have your house searched. And it has to be just cause to have your house searched. So that means there has to be a reason for your house to be searched. So anybody can use common sense. There's a reason why this house was searched pertaining to Jacqueline and Trezell West. I need to go back in and rewatch it because I fell asleep on it. Okay, Profiling Evil is another one. Okay. Dama Dozen says she likes Duty Ron. Candy Lee's in the house. Yeah, I watched him. He knows this case is suspect. Hello, Candy Lee. I'll look him up after this. Where they put searching in Bakersfield today, I don't know, baby. Oh, Raven Hart says, oh my God, he got some long videos. No longer than, but look, about as long as these. Y'all love to stay on the horn. Golly. Because I'm going to check out of here because I don't want to be on here long tonight. I don't want to do the over 2 hours. It's over 2 hours already. But I am going to check out of here because I need to finish watching some stuff and get me some rest. But I don't know that there's going to be any new information. You know, anything can happen, pop off. But check out Duty Ron on YouTube. Check out his information because he is a retired detective and he can give you more information to why searches are rendered in a house, car, said belongings, devices of the parties involved. And I think you will put two and two together once you actually listen to he and his other experts give you reasons why they have search warrants issued for a home and devices and things. I thought I saw footage of them digging today in Bakersfield across from, good Lord. Now, is that actual baubles from across the road from their apartments? Well, I don't guess it'd have anything to do with the kids, because who would go dig up something across from an apartment where they live? That wouldn't make any sense. Yes, you all have a blessed night, and I thank you all for joining me. I'm going to check out of here because I need to get some rest, but I will bring you more information. There's a story somebody brought to me, and I'll probably upload the video a little bit here in a minute pertaining to a young lady out of Georgia. It's a tragic story. I won't do a live about that. I might do a live about it maybe tomorrow so I can change storylines. It's time for me to get something else. No, baby, I didn't. I don't think I see. I went to 13 and I have to go back a little bit farther when I get off this live where I can look thoroughly. I want to thank you all for joining me. I want to thank TG for joining me. You all check out her content on her channel. She just uploaded a video last night. If I get any new information pertaining to this story, I'll bring it to you. But so far, the only thing that's running around right now is he said, she said. And I'm getting a little old with the gossip. It's getting a little old to me. We don't have no sources or receipts to anything that's been said about these parents, biological parents, who cut the grass, who brought in the wood. I'm getting just, I'm over all of this. Somebody got to start talking. Thank you, Snuggle82. Thank you all for joining me. 71 in the room and 121 thumbs up. You all have a blessed morning, a beautiful day in the neighborhood. Won't you be mine? Could you be mine? Won't you be my neighbor? Thank you all for the love. Thank you, TG. Thank you all. I love all of you. God bless you. Stay safe. I'll be back on tomorrow, possibly with a new story. It's time to break bread and find something else new to focus on because sadly there are more people needing a voice out there, and I'm going to give them that voice. Good night, Cherie. Good night, Marie. Good night, everybody in the chat. God bless all of you. I love you. Till we meet again. Bye-bye.